video is a parody, created solely for comedy purposes. I do not own Beyblade Metal Fusion or any YouTube channels similar to my own. Welcome to Beyblade Sins, the channel where I poke fun at a show meant for children. Brace for cringe pact, cause we're getting started in 3, 2, 1...
Beyblade, Beyblade, let it rip!
This damn helicopter.
I know who you are! You're Doji!
Jenga claims to know who he is, then proceeds to get his name wrong.
It's all coming back to me!
It's all coming back to me implies that Jenga somehow forgot about what he believed to be the death of his father.
You running away?
Hardly, my ginger-headed friend.
In a world where all hair colors exist, Doji refers to Fire Truck Red as ginger. Doji is colorblind.
We were able to collect valuable data.
Wasting perfectly good orange juice.
Come back here!
Jenga genuinely entertains the idea of running after a helicopter on foot. I don't care how powerful his bay is. Closing this distance is all the bullshit. Destruction of property. The fact that Kenta thinks, even for a second, that this would work. The fact that Benkei thinks, even for a second, that this would work. Kenta, Benkei, and Madoka survived this. Seriously, how the heck did this thing just lose all of its momentum?
Oh! Kyoya! Kyoya!
Seeing somebody with bandages around their abdomen and wrapping them in a tight hug. Benkei is an asshole.
I battled, but...
Of appreciation?
Flashing back to something that happened less than 3 minutes of episode ago. We didn't even have the... in the middle.
Here you go.
Is that Leon?
No, it's a Glock. Of course it's Leon!
Madoka, guys! It's Jenga!
Kenta chooses to sit outside on the cold, hard sidewalk instead of inside with his friends, solely for plot convenience.
Kenta, Madoka, Benkei.
Jenga!
Jenga looks perfectly fine here. He has no reason to collapse. Bruh's just being dramatic.
Dark what? Nebula?
Benkei asks, "Dark what?" but then immediately answers Nebula, so clearly he heard Jenga the first time.
It's a forbidden bay that hides an evil power!
Jenga says that the bay itself hides an evil power, but earlier Madoka said,
Bays aren't to blame for their behavior. Whether they're used for good or whether they're used for bad, that all depends on the blader.
so who's telling the truth?
It all makes sense. That's why Doji wanted us to battle you.
The sin was originally going to be a joking Kyoya put his shirt back on, but then I realized that his arm disappears between shots.
Let me help. I'll ask Kyoya myself.
Benkei offers to help, only to immediately volunteer Kyoya for it instead.
I'm not having any luck either. I've searched for Doji, Forbidden Bay, Dark Nebula. Bad guys are us, Bay's gone bad. I just can't seem to find anything.
Like Doji's gonna have a bad guy website where you can buy t-shirts.
Benkei would be fantastic at Beyblade Sins.
Why did you go and leave me again, Kyoya?
Kenta's douchey side-eye.
If we all split up and search, we'll cover more ground. Sound like a plan?
Because splitting up worked out so well for you last time.
Let's split up and search this place.
Don't you mean a crabby thing to do?
And this time you're up against an entire evil organization, not just a crabby dude.
Fine, if that's the plan, then I'm in. Glad I thought of it.
Ben-K steals credit for a plan that he did not, in fact, think up. Ben-K is an asshole. I would just like to take a moment to note that there are police in this world. It's canon. Now, considering the number of crimes people get away with in this show, including but not limited to vandalism, destruction of property, theft, kidnapping, child labor, child endangerment, child abandonment, human experimentation, attempted murder, and actual murder, any and all police officers in this universe freaking suck at their jobs! 100 sins for the many, many, many criminal misdeeds of the series, and we'll call it square. Ben-K woke up and chose violence. There is plenty of room to his left here.
A forbidden bay, huh? How can they just swallow that ridiculous story?
Kyoya poses dramatically from a high place cliche. See? Told you it was gonna be a cliche.
After all that searching, we didn't find anything.
Ah well, the fate of the world may hang in the balance, but...
Well, we did our best. What?
Kyoya poses dramatically from a high place cliche. Again!
When I was brought from Doji's base to Wolf Canyon, it took us about 20 minutes by propeller plane.
Kyoya needlessly lies about the method of transportation used. Helicopters are not actually propeller planes.
Now I've repaid what I owed.
Kyoya drops down from this height and doesn't break his legs.
Physical strength has recovered by 70%.
How many cameras of a single pod do you need?
Kenta, Benke, and I can take care of all of this ourselves.
Madoka claims she can take care of herself, then immediately fails to take care of herself.
Madoka! Sagittarius!
Man, I'm always saving your butts.
Always! This is the first time you've even sided with them, let alone saved their butts.
We can do it if we all work together. Kenta, Benkei, our base needs a ride on Leon's tornado. Everyone ready? Our special moves? Pegasus Star Blast attack!
Sagittarius Flame Claw!
Ball uppercut!
All right!
Okay, that was cool as heck, and I'm gonna take a sin off for it. Unfortunately, I'm going to add that sin right back because for the love of all that is good and holy, this is such a missed opportunity! With the exception of Sophie and Wales, joint special moves are barely, if ever, seen again. Imagine how cool the series would have been if characters worked together to attack with some sort of combo of their special moves. Why was this not more of a thing?
Well, I owe a much bigger debt to Doji. I just came to pay him back.
What was with all that cryptic message bullshit?
The moon appeared in the east.
If you were just going to group up with them during the frontal assault anyway.
What? But that's not fair!
Okay, alright.